What's going on, YouTube?
Hey.
I'm gonna make a video, a couple videos actually. We're back from our cruise, and I'm gonna make a couple videos. One about just the cruise in general, another one about some things that we like and dislike about using Carnival, and then this video, which is entitled "How to Get Back into the U.S. Without an ID or a Passport." And this is
it can be done.
It can be done because I got back into the U.S. without an ID or a passport. So here's what happened. First of all, let me kind of preface it with a couple of things. Last night, Kelly hit the slot machine for, well, there's a total of like $2,000 twice. Yes. It was a $1,500 win, but she won a total of $2,000 yesterday. And we bought quite a bit of jewelry for Kelly, as well as Kelly buying me this new watch while we were on the cruise ship. So anyway, so we're getting off the cruise ship today, and this is going to be a completely different story, but I'm going to tell you about what happened this. So we get off the cruise ship, and we're working our way towards the door, and we have to scan our little what do they call it? A signature key?
Yeah.
Signature key. You have to have it to get drinks. You have to have it to get your food. It's what you carry, your Carnival cards. And we get to the door. Kelly's in front of me. She scans her card, and some alarm goes off on the tablet. And there's a picture of Kelly on there, and he starts waving people over. So these two people come over.
You would think it would be him.
Yeah, you would think it'd be me, but it's her. And so these two people take us both, and they're not telling us nothing. But there was a piece of paper that one of them had on a clipboard. It had Kelly's picture, and it said over 800. That's all it said, over 800, picture of Kelly on there.
So, we just assumed that it had to do something with, the winnings that I got yesterday at the casino.
But we didn't know. They wouldn't tell us.
Mind you, this girl was in training, and their communication skills were poor.
They were. So they pull us to the side. Now, we've been trying to get off this boat for 3 hours. We're already frustrated, and that'll be in the other video. Yeah, that's true. It was mainly me. But they pull us to the side, and they're not telling us nothing. I mean, nothing.
They were very nice, though.
They were
super
polite.
Nice the whole time.
So we go off the boat, and we start down this gangway, and I'm talking to the woman. I'm like, what the hell did we do? And I'm thinking it's about the gambling, and she's thinking it's about the gambling, and I'm throwing a fit. I'm throwing a fit the whole way. I'm like, if this is what's going to happen when we win money gambling on your boat, then I'll never spend a dime gambling on your boat again. If this is what good is it to win if you got to get hassled? And then they're telling us that, no, we're just getting you off the boat quickly. Okay.
Yeah, this is going to get you off the boat
This is going to get you off the boat quicker. So we go down the gangway, we get out, and we're into the terminal. And you have to go down this ramp to get out. All of a sudden, they grab Kelly, and they drag her into this room. And they tell me I can't go, and she's gone. I mean, she's gone. And I'm like, what's going on? And then they start pushing me towards the terminal, and they take her into this room.
Yeah, they didn't grab me. They said, you need to come with me this way. Y'all have to go separate ways. You got to go with me. Okay, so I went with them.
I'm livid. I have no idea what's going on. No one's talking to me, and I am freaking out all the way down the gangway as these Carnival employees are pushing me down the gangway. And I'm over and over, what is going on? Why are you detaining my wife? And I get downstairs, and they said, well, you need to go talk to this lady over here. Well, I didn't talk to that lady. I went straight to the customs officer that's standing there with the gun. And I'm freaking. I'm cussing. I'm not going to cuss on here, but I'm screaming, and I'm cussing. And what have y'all done with my wife? Why have y'all detained my wife? Why have I been separated from my wife? And this, all of a sudden, I'm surrounded by customs agents. I got Carnival crew members that are trying to calm me down, telling me that it's customs that's done it. And I'm screaming, telling them it is not customs, it was Carnival. It was Carnival employees that pulled her through this door and me the other way. And now I'm surrounded by cops. I'm surrounded by customs. I'm surrounded by Carnival employees, and I didn't give a flip. I am screaming, People are staring at me. I am cussing. I am calling these custom agents F words. I really was going off. I was. And people are just staring. So finally, the customs agents, the Carnival crew members are trying to calm me down, and I'm freaking out. I'm not calming down. I have no idea where Kelly is. Well, they take me all the way around customs checkout. They never saw my passport. They never saw my... They took me around everything. I didn't go through any kind of check. They just took me around everything where Kelly is waiting for me outside. And I'm still freaking out. I'm still yelling on him. Kelly's standing out there waiting for me, seeing all this happen as at the end of it. Well, it ends up what happened is that we had purchased, like I said, some jewelry on the boat. Quite a bit of jewelry. I mean, we got some good deals. Tax-free. We had checked it on the end. We found some really good deals on some jewelry. And
beautiful pieces.
And we had paperwork for customs. And that paperwork was in my fanny pack, as well as our passports and our IDs. But they said all she needed was her passport.
Because I knew that I needed it for the jewelry, but since they didn't tell us why they were pulling me aside, and it left me with the impression, because of what it said on the tablet earlier, that it was going to be about what I made in the casino, I didn't think about grabbing it from him.
And if they just would have told us, hey, you bought some jewelry, this has got to go through customs, but they wouldn't do it. They were they were friendly, but they wouldn't tell us anything, and it would have been way simpler if they would have told us. But
yeah, they just didn't communicate well.
So Kelly ends up going in there with all this jewelry and no paperwork, and she's trying to explain to them that they yanked us through the gangway and they wouldn't tell us what it was, and that I had the paperwork. And the guy says, well, it'll be too hard to find your husband, which it wouldn't have been if they would have gone down there. I would have been the one screaming in the middle of the room. But the customs agent says, well, let's just forget this happened, and they let us through. I got back into the U.S. with no passport, no ID. It's never been about safety. It's always been about revenue. And that's how you get back into the USA without a passport. Buy a bunch of jewelry, get your wife detained, freak out, you get back in the country. Anything else?
No comment.
Stay tuned for our cruise. We're going to put out a video on how our cruise was. I'm going to put another video about the things I like and don't like about Carnival. And so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, just to end this real quick, there's a lot more that we liked about it than we didn't. We had a great time.
We did have a great time, but there's a lot of stuff that pissed me off too.
Surprise.
Peace.